Hey, what's up guys? My name is Cameron Gallagher from We Are Film, and today we are actually going to be talking about a couple cool things, but mainly we're going to be doing a little lighting setup for a pickup shot for the short film. But I wanted to talk about two different things: moonlighting, some different types of moonlighting from a soft and hard source and what that looks like. And we're going to be doing that by actually utilizing the Hollyland, this is the 400S Pro. I keep forgetting the Pro because I also have the 400S. So this is the 400S that Hollyland was super nice to send us over. This is an HDMI and an SDI wireless video. So we're gonna hook it up right now to the system. So you're gonna watch me do that. And then we'll talk about why it's super nice later testing out this Moonlight. So this is the 400S and this is the 400S Pro. I like the fact that these are meant to sit like this, which was the problem I had with this is like, unless you're really rigging this thing out, running like this is really obnoxious. So having these on the side and then the thread on the bottom, where this has everything on the back, and then the SDI in the front, which is way easier. So that was one thing I noticed right off the bat. This thread is way easier. This thing is nice. I like that it's built right in. So again, this is the transmitter. So right now I have an SDI cable, which we're gonna hook up to right here. Now the thing about these is they use Sony NPF batteries, and what I'm gonna do just to get a nice, easier, I get these dummy batteries that you get on B&H that are super cheap. I'm gonna plug this guy in and then just run it into actually this little D-tap splitter back here. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna use the Atomos Shinobi monitor as our actual viewing monitor. So I want to be able to add this on easily. Now I don't have a rigging to do that. So what I'm gonna do is, oh, they give you an extra antenna. That's actually nice. I'm just gonna take this off right here. This is just a cold shoe mount that I'm gonna mount onto the monitor. That way I can put the 400S Pro receiver right on top of the monitor. So we're gonna screw this in up top. I really like that the 400S Pros have the receiver or the mounts right onto it, because that was one of the things I really didn't like about the first generation, was having to like mount it was just kind of obnoxious. And then we should have a little mobile rig. Now obviously if you wanted to do like a fancier rig, you could have like a nice monitor cage that you can mount stuff to. It doesn't really matter. You know, it's whatever's comfortable and whatever works best for you. You'd probably want to do another type of power distribution for this just to be simple, but because we don't have that, we're just going to rig it up with another Sony NPF. So this is like, I mean, this isn't the lightest thing in the world, but it's, you know, totally usable. And then obviously our SDI cable, which this is going to be SDI to our SDI in back here. Now, in theory, when we boot this up, this should show us the video from that. Okay. So it looks like Hollyland picked that up. And boom, there we go. So what we're gonna be able to do with this, we're gonna go set up the lighting right now, but this is gonna give us the ability to stand outside and have the camera in here set up ready to go and be able to watch the lighting as we change it in live time and make sure that we're getting what we want without having to keep coming back in and out. So this is definitely super handy. So let's go set up the lighting and we'll be back. Hey guys, so I'm cutting in here super quick because I'm very excited to talk about our sponsor. That's right, we have an amazing sponsor. And that sponsor for this episode is Skillshare. You've probably heard of them. So if you don't know about Skillshare, it's basically a massive online learning community of creatives for creatives. So they have everything from writing to animation to photography and film and a lot more, like a lot more. I'm personally super excited to dive into some of the Storytelling 101 class, as well as exploring some of their business experiences as well. I also know Zach is very excited to dive deeper into the animation one, because that's something we want to do in the future. And they have tons of other amazing classes from top to bottom. And that's one thing that Skillshare is that I really like, is that it's not just for one type of creative, it's something for everyone. So if you're discovering a new creative journey, or you want to go down a new creative path, or you're a seasoned pro that just wants to kind of brush up on some skills or see what other creatives are offering, Skillshare is just a melting pot for learning for all of us. And the best part is the first 1,000 people to click the link in the description below will get a free trial to the Skillshare Premium membership. So I've actually been watching a ton of stuff on Skillshare, but one of the ones I've been watching recently was the Write Your Screenplay, the Craft of Story Structure and Script, which is the Joshua Dickinson one, and that one's been really awesome for sort of crafting stories. So again, if you love learning and you love experiencing new creative ideas and just seeing more stuff, be sure to join the Skillshare community and join us there. And a huge thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring this episode. All right, so we're gonna get the lighting. We're gonna set up right on this light right, or right in this window right here. So we're right there. right there. So we're probably gonna put the stand up right here where all these mushrooms are. We'll boom it up and we're gonna have it kind of hit like this angle. And we're gonna try the Fresnel mount on it, and we're also gonna try the softbox. I don't wanna do it right at you. Yeah, I know. We're gonna try the Fresnel mount on the softbox, so we'll kind of see how it looks, so let's do it. So we're putting the Fresnel mount first. So the Fresnel mount is something that creates a really just defined type of beam. So what this is gonna do is it's gonna make a really hard source. Now, because we're doing it outside the window, the hard source is gonna create, hopefully, drastic shadows, especially from the actual frame of the window. The cool part is that makes it look like it's actually moonlight, because obviously that's what moonlight does. When we do the soft source, it's gonna do the same thing, but those shadows are gonna be much, much softer. So again, it's kind of simple lighting techniques, but this is something that I wanted to test myself because I'm curious as to what different moonlight looks like. And I have a feeling that there are certain scenarios where different moonlight is gonna look better. So we're gonna see in live time how that looks and what that looks like. So that looks pretty good. Actually, Grant, can you do me a big favor? Can you stand in the corner? Actually, Zach, can you come here a second?
Where? What corner?
This corner right there. That, yep.
The corner that I was just in.
Just stand like direct in the corner and face the camera. I feel like it's too much. Definitely go soft, I think. This is great. You can see we can not be in the room and not see it. All right, you're ugly. It's fine. My question is, do you think we add the other light then?
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have to. See, this is the great part about using something like this. So the great thing is we can see what's on the monitor right now. So I can adjust the light without having to move back and forth within the camera and do all that kind of fun stuff. So I think we're gonna move this back. As you might be able to see, that soft light makes a shadow right there. And when we paint the left side of the frame with the second light over there, up there, we're gonna add quite a bit of little excitement over there. So this will be pretty good. So let's grab the other light. Let's do it. This shoot in particular, I think is a great example of what you should be doing for a short film. And that is, sometimes you have to go a little hard for one shot. And it's like, if you can just spend a little bit extra time, you know, this isn't costing us any money. We have this equipment, you know, it's just costing us time. So if time is the only thing that is stopping you, you probably have it. I gotta say though, and I know they sent us this, so it sounds like we're saying this, but first of all, I'm not getting paid, or we're not getting paid at all to get the Hollyland 400S Pro. They just sent it. But I gotta say, like, I thought of this idea and I was like, wow, talk about how much that is actually gonna make it so much easier, because we don't have to be combing inside and outside every single time just to check, do we need to move this a hair or do this or do that? So, you know, again, I understand they sent it to us and all that, but a huge help. I think we're gonna do something fancy. We're gonna run this guy off V-mount because I just don't feel like extending the cable. So what I'm gonna do now is I do wanna do a panning motion. So we actually are gonna go inside and actually shoot, or it's my bad, a tilting motion. And we're gonna have either Grant or Zach stand in the corner. So